I fell for that hoax in 2014 initially. I was 17 at the time. What's up, everybody? Today I wanted to talk about this. We're going to do a live reaction to this video from the Fox News Clip YouTube channel I came across called Young People Turn Away from Screens in Growing Trend. I am legitimately curious to see how young these young people are and whether it's a sign that maybe younger Gen Z or older Gen Alpha are realizing maybe we should not be around these kinds of screens at this age. But before I see what they have to say about it, whether they make any good points or they really are just the big pharma funded advertised, because most of their sponsors are from big pharma garbage, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe for daily videos, and comment your predictions for young people turning away from screens, their reasoning, etc.
More young adults seeking out digital detoxes now, and offline clubs like this one. They're popping up all across Europe. The focus is on conversation and creativity and reflection.
Oh wait, this is in Europe. I thought this was going to be in America. Well, let's see what these offline clubs are about and whether there's an American version.
Play board games and read books, and it's not staying on their phones for hours. Our next guests are encouraging the same here in the United States and working to prevent and reverse childhood screen addiction. The founder of Screen Strong, Melody Hempy, joins us now with her son, Evan Hempy. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for having us.
Well, I'm so glad you're on here. You can teach us so much. Melanie, I know that you had 4 children. Tell us your story and how you decided to start this organization.
Honestly, yes, we have 4 children. And my introduction to this issue happened when our oldest son dropped out of college because of a gaming addiction, a video game addiction, if you can imagine. So as a nurse, I immediately wanted to find out what the root cause of the problem was. So I began to research the brain science behind screen addiction and child development. And boy, what I found was astounding. I could not believe it. So when we discovered all of that, we changed everything for our younger kids. We had 3 younger kids at the time, and we raised them easily with an advantage without addictive screens, including no social media through high school, all the way through high school. And that led to the work I do now with Screen Strong and the fact that
I think it's fair to say they should wait until they're 18 before giving them a smartphone. A dumb phone is more than fair for emergency calls or being able to get in touch with you, or if you being able to get in touch with them as needed. But yeah, I agree. They don't really need smartphones at that age. Let's continue.
and reverse screen addiction in families. It is my life work. I love it. And we just came out with our brand new print book curriculum for kids. It's Kids, Brains, and Screens, and it teaches them all the things that we learned, all the science behind building healthy brains, and all the science behind screen addiction. And we're here to change the world.
Well, Evan, how did that?
Did they publish it as an ebook? What's it called again?
And reverse screen addiction in families. It is my life work. I love it. And we just came out with our brand new print book curriculum for kids. It's Kids, Brains, and Screens.
Sorry, I'm just gonna look it up. It said Kids, Brains, and Screens. Oh my god. They actually do have it as an ebook. $35? Wow. Melanie Hemp must be... I bet that organization must cost a lot. Must be an expensive organization to run. I mean, the most I've paid it's charged for is $20 for my books. I think. I don't remember off the top of my head. Anyway, back to the video.
And it teaches them all the things that we learned, all the science behind building healthy brains, and all the science behind screen addiction. And we're here to change the world.
Well, Evan, how did that affect you? Where do you fall in the lineup of the 4 children?
So I'm the baby. I'm the youngest.
Oh, so
I
it
have
really
two
affected
brothers,
you. Your
but-
mom said nothing. You can't have anything.
Oh yeah, I didn't. Being the youngest, you just kind of go with the flow. So I was like, all right, I guess this is how it is now. But yeah.
And
So
so
when he
you,
was in third grade, we just said no to all this stuff,
Uh-huh.
and he did fine. He did
well,
fine.
Evan,
No,
just to
yeah,
tell our viewers the background, you ended up being the student body president of your high school, a really great high school in Charlotte, North Carolina, and you ended up doing well. And when you're student body president, people look up to you. So you told your friends, "I'm not allowed to have social media." What was your friend's reaction?
Well, in middle school, so the tough years when people first started getting phones and social media, around 12, 13, 14 years old, which is, extremely common now, and they even get it younger. We were made fun of a little bit for it, of, oh, your parents don't let you have social media, ha ha ha, whatever. But thinking back on it now is
Yeah, that took a lot of nerve for Melanie to stand her ground and be like, "No, you're not getting the smartphone. You are not getting on social media."
in middle school, you're pretty much gonna get made fun of for anything. So the worst thing that could happen to us was something that was out of our control. We weren't getting made fun of for how we smelled, how we looked. What we were made fun of for was not having a phone, which bothered us to some extent. But by the time we turned about 14, 15, and we're able to be confident, look people in the eye, have a conversation, shake a hand, play an instrument, play a sport.
I love it. I love it. You're a good mom, Melanie. Evan, sorry to cut you off, but we're out of time. If you want to check out our website, it's Screen Strong.
I'm Steve Doocy. I'm Brian Kilmeade.
Yeah, you get the idea. Wow, being able to actually do all that is impressive. I mean, I guess we're figuring out that, I'm a little surprised. I thought this was going to be all about kids the same age as, what was his name again? The youngest son. Melanie's youngest. I thought it was all going to be like more them turning away by choice. But no, it was European organizations doing that because I guess they're seeing the error of the ways. Personally, I'm not going to tell people to turn away from screens, especially because you're watching this on a screen right now. So it'll be kind of like in The Simpsons when Sideshow Bob went on TV to get TV shut down. Sorry, I just thought of that episode, and yeah, when it comes to this kind of stuff for minors, I really don't think they should be allowed access to the internet. I mean, look at all the TikTok trends that have come up. Yeah, at a certain point, the internet should be reserved for adults to use who are able to understand what is going on and such, and have the ability to discern things. Like earlier today, I got one of those scam texts that I almost thought might have been real. But then I actually sat down and thought about it, and I checked out the other information to make sure of it, to verify it before I did anything. I don't want to say too much more about it because I don't want to get into the specifics of it, but I do want to say that I got one of those potential scam tests. Actually, that's a good reason right there why you should not have a smartphone unless you are able to discern scam texts. That's actually a better reason. Ignore everything you just saw in that Fox News clip. Ignore everything else I just said. Is someone under the age of 18 going to be able to discern definite scams from... Will they be able to discern whether it's a scam or not? So, if they get a text like, "This delivery was unable to be made," would they know better? Probably not. I mean, when I was 17, I actually fell for this 6 Days of Darkness article. You know what? I'm gonna pull it up, but it goes to prove you should not be, you should be above a certain age before you use social media or screens. Let all the normal developments happen. Let a dumb phone be the way to do it. That's how I was raised. I did, well, fortunately, I did not have a smartphone. Anyway, here it is. No thanks, Independent. NASA confirms 6 Days of Darkness in December. No, they didn't. It's a hoax. I fell for that hoax in 2014, initially. I was 17 at the time. So yeah, the point is, this goes to show why children should not be allowed to have smartphones. They should be reserved for adults who know what they're doing. And on that note, I'm going to leave it here for the video because ignore everything that Melanie said in that video and consider the fact that children wouldn't have the ability to discern a scam text from an actual text for something with sensitive information. Not that they should have the ability to access that sensitive information in the first place, but they're just more likely to click on links in these kinds of scam texts. Which again is why we're a low trust society. So give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Comment what you think of all this, whether you think that we should ignore everything else in that video and just focus on the fact that children's judgment is not where it should be when it comes to things like scam texts. And subscribe for daily videos. I will see you soon.